There is a shortcut to success, and in today's short video, I'm going to share that shortcut with you so that you can use it for yourself. So let me start by saying this. All the successful people I know in my life who are successful in business, specifically in business, and therefore also are accumulating a lot of wealth, are people who have mentors, are people who have someone in their life, or usually a couple of people in their life, who open doors for them, okay, who create opportunities for them. You see, with hard work, you can only get so and so far in life, okay? You can work your butt off, you can put in all those hours, and it could take you decades to accumulate wealth, to grow a business, for example. But if you look at some people who are in their late 20s or early 30s, who are very successful, oftentimes you find someone in their close surrounding who is mentoring them and passing on knowledge to them and opening doors for them in the sense that they're giving them access to their network. And this access to their network obviously helps them excel very, very quickly. So while you have to go out there and really network your way up and build a network from scratch, someone can just click a button and open their network, and you get that initial trust from them to access all their high value contacts. And these high value contacts lead to what? Lead to high value business, lead to big deals, okay? So what I want to tell you today is that you need a mentor, you need someone who is 10, 15, 20 years ahead of you, who has achieved what you want to achieve, who can open those doors and who has access to the network which you need. Now again, the question is, what network do you need? Okay, depending on what business you're in, what industry you're in, you can decide that for yourself. But how do you get there? How do you get access to these people? So I can give you some tips and tricks on that right now. Firstly, you have to be an interesting character yourself. So you have to build your own character. If you're a person who adds no value, if you're a person that when people interact with you, they don't feel better afterwards, they're like, nah, who's this person? I don't really know. I can't even remember them. If you're that type of person, you really need to work on yourself, on your socializing skills, on your listening skills, on how to build sympathy with people, that they like you, that they create like a certain bond with you, whatever that may mean. You have to bring something to the table. And that can be anything really, but you have to bring something. So you need to work on yourself first in order to be able to add value to high value people. First part, okay? So define that for you. What would your character have to look like for people who are successful, that they want to associate with you, that they want to interact with you, hang around with you, and also trust you, okay? That's very important. Secondly, you need to get exposure to these people who have these networks. So you need to be in the right places. Means, for example, you need to be in the right cities, in the big cities where there's stuff going on, where there are people with money, where there are people who are doing business. But this also means you have to be in all the other places in those cities where these people are. So it could be social clubs, it can be connecting through sports, you play golf or something, or tennis or squash, wherever these people might be hanging around. It can be that you are in the right bars and restaurants frequently so that people know you, are in the right cafes. It can be a lot of different things, but the important thing is you have to pick some of these, and you have to pick them and choose them wisely, because you only have very limited amount of time and money, obviously, at the beginning. So you want to choose very, very carefully where you're investing this time. The third thing which you need, after interesting character and being in the right places, you need an interesting narrative. You need an interesting story, okay? So if you interact with people, you want them to remember you. And you want them also to remember you to whatever you have pitched to them, what you are looking for. So let's say, for example, if someone talks to me, I always am in marketing, I'm always am in the medical field, I always say I do sales training, right? And I train people, I coach people, for example, in that specific field for my clients. So these are things people remember. And so people know exactly if I need something in this field, let's say, for example, he can help me with that. Okay, so if you go in and you have no value proposition, if you have nothing to offer really, like in a business sense, it also becomes very difficult for people to actually be like, this is the person for, or I'm going to connect this person with, because if you don't have anything to offer, right, it's very difficult to actually place you in a surrounding like that. So what you should take away from this video today is really focus on yourself in the beginning. Build some basic skills in marketing, in sales, in whatever you're good at, okay? Build the skills with the character, with the interesting character, with integrity, with values. Be a straight person, be honest, etc., etc. So that people actually like you and are like, okay, I can rely on this person. There's a trustworthy person I can open my network to. If you have those two things figured out, the network and the skills, whatever you have to offer, then you can get yourself that exposure to the right people, okay? And that will then fundamentally lead to you meeting those people, getting in touch with them, building relationships with them, and also creating the possibility for you to get that mentor, to get that person in your specific industry, in your field, to open those doors. Again, all the young people, all the successful people have mentors. They have some people which open the doors for them. You rarely find people who did it all by themselves in a very short period of time. You rarely find those people, okay? I interact with those people, I know those people. You need to find someone who opens those doors and who helps you grow. If you have any thoughts on this topic, any further questions, because you can really get into the details here, comment down below, leave a like, leave a follow, as always, subscribe to the channel and share this with your friends who need to hear this and who are trying to get ahead and who could really use this information to level up. See you next time.